Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the New York Yankees. All right, just about ready for baseball. And on the hill in this one, Garrett Cole. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Here's Alex Bregman. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Gone into Monument Park. That one landed amongst the legends. Devers now. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he just...
Now a rocket to right center. Way back there. And forget it. It's out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0. Base is empty. One away. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Adrian Del Castillo. That misses. And it's 1-0.
You know, Boog, it's nice to see Garrett Cole on the mound today. He finally won a Cy Young Award in 2023, and for a while there, he seemed like the best pitcher in baseball without the award. And Cole's Cy Young Award season wasn't a huge surprise either. He led the American League in innings pitched and ERA. Good things usually happen when you put those two things together, and it certainly worked out for him.
And there's two away. Two down, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Elliot Ramos. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two outs. Outside low. And now it's even 1-1. In the air, right field. Judge is there. Nabs it, and that is that. Here's Cody Bellinger.
Leading off for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Next pitch is outside.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Swings and misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a foul straight back. That one inside, and the count's full. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly, first and second now with nobody out. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Outside corner, there's a strike.
0-1.
That's off the inside corner. 1-1. First and second, no outs. Here in the third and final game of the series. On the ground, could be 2. Bregman for 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Well, that's what you hope for if you're out there on the mound. First and second, nobody out. Somehow get a ground ball. He got it right there. Nice double play by the infield.
Nathaniel Lowe in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
1-1.
2 outs, and 1 in scoring position. Next offering is outside. late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's back there. Going, gone. That one felt good. It's 3-2. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Brandon Lowe. And first offering is fouled off. Red Sox already leading. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd out. Back for more from the Bronx. And now Nick Kurtz. Cole back to work. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That one's back. That's long gone. And they add to the lead. It's 4-2. Here's C.J. Abrams now. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Brock Burke. He's into the game with the bases empty. And that drops in for a strike. Burke, a tall lefty, 28 years old. And he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Bellinger puts it away, 1 away. And stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela. And that one is downstairs. And that is ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. And that is out of play.
Ball, that's out.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2-2 to count. Count is 3-2.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball. Payoff pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy. Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now batting Jarren Duran. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Line drive, and this might be trouble. And he's got a double.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the...
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So bases loaded with 1 away. Devers will hit next. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly, and they lead by 3. So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Abraham Toro. He's already homered in this game. Lined, and that's a base hit. Duran rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 6-2.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. A lot of hitters tell themselves themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Cut on and lifted in the air. Bellinger coming on. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now here is Trent Grisham. And a foul ball. Late on that fastball.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Goes down looking. Austin Wells getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
0-1.
Off the mark there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And it's fouled away. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. There's a strike. Swing and a miss.
This strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Back here in New York, here's Elliot Ramos. It's amazing. We get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup. You know, these Red Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
The 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. That one in the dirt. Now 2-2. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Gone. And they tack one on the board. It's 7-2. And next is the designated hitter, Nick Kurtz. Over to Lowe. Quick recovery from the misplay. Pays off for the out. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Now a screamer into the outfield. Mitchell pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. So stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela. He reached out a walk his first time. Rafaela tries to hold up, appeal to first. He went around, says Rusty Valentine. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball, that's inside.
2 outs, base is empty. Fly ball down the line. Judge has it sized up. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. Outside. 1-0. Up the middle, Abrams whips it to first on the run. On the money, nice play. So the batting order turns over. Here comes Cody Bellinger. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. They'll say this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. Ball one there.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Aaron Judge outside with a breaking ball. And a sweeper misses for a ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Judge waits. Inside ball 4.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Man at first. Now the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Misses again, 5 in a row.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Fastball for a strike at 95. On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. Inning over. Back in the Bronx, digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jarren Duran. Hit in the air, right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. A solo shot. It's 8-2. Now it's out of the bullpen for the Yankees. Brock Stewart.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Brings it in, and there's one down. Rafael Devers up to hit.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Judge sizes this one up, puts it away for the out. 2 down, base is empty, and here's the first baseman, Abraham Toro, and that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's what it was. If you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And that'll do it. Back in New York, bottom 4. Now it's going to be Nathaniel Lowe. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
That one ripped left field, way back there, and that one is off the wall. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Lau at the plate. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That's off the mark, and the count is 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
0-1.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And now it's going to be Austin Wells. Struck out swinging his first time. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Misses the sweeper.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back in the Bronx, here's the catcher, Adrian Del Castillo. Stewart back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings.
1-1.
Everything seems to be clicking. And the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know.
That's ball 2.
They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Hey!
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Judge going back on it. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And next for the Red Sox, Elliot Ramos. He's already homered here in this one. Just missed. Ramos in his 2nd season, 25 years old, usually in left, but today he's starting in right field. 1 down, base is empty.
Well, the big play, in my opinion, from right field is that throw from right field to third base. Longest one in the game, and you got to have a pretty strong arm. Hopefully he can play that 1 hop nicely if he has an opportunity to throw out a runner.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Brings it in. 2 down. Now it's the DH, Nick Kurtz. Up and in, and that's ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Fought off foul. Fastball is outside. Next offering upstairs. Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. And there's a rocket into the outfield. C.J. Abrams digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one. Flying drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Rafaela at the plate and takes high there. Fastball the inside corner for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Bellinger snags it, and that is that. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Right through there for a strike. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Good eye on that spot.
Excellent location right there. Flirted with the zone, tried to get in the chase.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And up next for New York, Garrett Mitchell. 0 for 1 so far.
Number 83, Brennan Bernardino.
Ball one, no strikes. The Yankees with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. And it's even up. That one just misses. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone. Back to the top of the Yankee order. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's the left fielder, Jarren Duran. That's down and in. And that one is inside. And that's in for a strike. Lined into right. And there's one away. And now it's Alex Bregman. Pitch misses. Nope. And that is ball 1. And delivers outside. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Man aboard, and here is Devers. New pitcher coming on, the veteran Tim Hill.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to...
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. He'll circle the bases. It's 10-2. Digging in, Abraham Toro. And a strike in there. That one misses, and the count even 1-1. In the air, center field. Mitchell going after it. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Adrian Del Castillo up next for the Red Sox. Hit in the air, center field. Mitchell. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to...
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 10-3. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And a foul ball. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Next offering is in for a strike. Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. but if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon boot. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. And next for New York, Brandon Lowe. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1's the count.
And there's a ball.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
Swings and misses, and that will end the inning. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, top of inning number 7. Now it's the right. New pitcher for the Yankees, Fernando Cruz.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Swings and misses.
0-1.
That's strike 1. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
He goes down looking. Here now the Red Sox DH, Nick Kurtz. Check swing went around. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Way out front for strike 2.
0-2's the count.
And that one is in the dirt. Now 1-2. That one missed. That missed by a lot. Counts full, 3-2. And he grounds one back up the middle, and it's through for a hit.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Now a chance for C.J. Abrams.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-0. That's hard hit on the line. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
All over that one right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
He swings and fouls one off. Kurtz over at second. Abrams at first. 1 gone. Foul ball still 0-2. Right side. And there's 2 down. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. Back now in the Bronx, and now the DH, Trent Grisham. And first offering is fouled off. And that one lifted in the air center field. Rafaela puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away. And up next for New York, Austin Wells, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I could watch base hits like that all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now Anthony Volpe. That one catches the corner for a strike. 1 out and a runner at second. And that one in there at the knees for a strike.
No ball,
And it's 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball. And now the count is even.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Man at second. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 gone now. And now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. There's the strike.
0-1.
And that one fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Inside. And it's 1-2. And that just misses.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now the left fielder, Jarren Duran. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Cruz measures 6 feet 2 inches, 235 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Base hit, that was smoked through the infield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And that one finds its way through. Bellinger returns it to the infield, and it's now first and second to start the inning. And it's out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Gabe Spire.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Abraham Toro. That's out to center field. Mitchell settles under it. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. So they're at the corners now. And here's the catcher, Adrian Del Castillo. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Started after it, appeal to first. And he held back, according to Rusty Valentine. Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first. No swing. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. What a stop. The throw. It's there, and that's a great play. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Cody Bellinger. Armstrong back to work. And first offering is fouled off. They say you win.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That just misses, and the count 1-2. And there's a ball. Bregman. And Bellinger is out. Aaron Judge comes to the plate now. We think of home runs when we see Judge, which makes sense because, well, he hits a lot of them.
Yeah, you're right about that, Boog. In fact, Judge hit 300 home runs before he reached 1,000 hits. The only other player in MLB history to do that was Mark McGwire.
I think of home runs with that guy, too.
Yeah, same.
That's outside. 1-1. Went too far that time. It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
2-2 the count.
That's to third. Devers handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Caught him looking for the K. All set to start the 9th in this one. And new pitcher for the Yankees, Devin Williams. Not many pitchers have it, but he'll break out a screwball from time to time. Out to center. Mitchell makes the play. 1 up, 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Next is the designated hitter, Nick Kurtz. Ground ball up the middle, Volpe. Whips it to first. That's out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. C.J. Abrams up next for the Red Sox. Swings through that one for strike 1. The Red Sox up big in this one here at the top of the 9th.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And that's down and away. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Rafaela at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now it's even 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. Tried to check his swing there. Now it appeal to first. And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Back here in New York, here's Paul Goldschmidt.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Durant on the move. Makes the grab. 1 down. Next to hit, Brandon Lau. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
Late on that fastball.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Grisham, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
1-0.
There's the swing and a miss.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
So hard to touch. Being at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
Final score here today, 10-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.